a lot of fun. Being in a new position, new defense, it's great to have a brand new group of guys and, having guys that came from the old defense and guys that were transfers, new freshmen that I'm able to kind of just come together with. It's a lot of fun.
What's different now compared to the spring with how you guys have a handle on this defense? Like, how is you describe how it's different right now?
I feel like we've just had a lot of reps at it. It's a lot of fun to play, and we got some new freshmen in. Like Tony just came in. All those guys came in, and now during the summer we kind of just spent time with them, ran them through the whole thing because when we first started running, we were a little lost. Mm-hmm. So we got them up to speed, and then now everyone's going full speed out there for camp, so it's a lot of fun.
Would you like to teach it?
It's crazy. I mean, I learned it back in the spring, so teaching it, I'm not a master at it like Coach Hawk, but, I mean, it's a lot of fun.
How would you describe it now? Like, now that you kind of have a better handle of it, like, how would you describe the defense and what it's like to play in it?
It's really just aggressive. And I love that part of it, and I think everyone's going to get after it with that.
Is there anything you learned from James Thompson last year about, one, your role, two, leadership? Because it seems like as one of the older guys, returning guys, you need to take that leadership.
Yeah, James actually, that's funny you brought that up. James actually called me 2 days ago. Oh, really? So we were on the phone for a little bit. We were talking about the guys that he played with, and I'm bringing up all the new guys that he doesn't even know. And he's just giving me a bunch of tips, and he's really just a great role model as a leader, as a person, and I just look up to that guy every day.
Is there anything you share about what you've learned from him or what he shared? Or?
I mean, he's basically just saying you got to be the example, do everything by example, film room, field, nutrition, like everything. And every guy's going to look at the older guys, so that's basically the message he sent to me.
What's that role been like for you?
It's a lot of fun. Yeah. I mean, I've been in that role before in high school, and then I think I said this before, you kind of take your steps here, and now that I'm back in this role, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. What stood out about your group, especially the veterans? You know, Daryl's stepping up at nose tackle, Bonner's working in now. Like, how do you guys feel like you're gelling?
It's awesome. I mean, I think Coach B told you guys Daryl's squatted 600 pounds for 5. Like, that's ridiculous. And having Barna back from spring, Barna was almost like a coach for us in the spring because he was learning it without doing the reps. So now that he's back on the field with us, we're all just immediately gelling back. So,
what can you tell me about Will Holmes coming into your group?
It's awesome. He's extremely physical, extremely fast, and he's just a very diverse player. So you really like to have that in your group, and then he can also bounce around. So it's awesome. He's a great guy.
Woody's been here for a while. Like, what's his Jakey's impact?
He's awesome. He's the Ivy League guy. We always tell him about that. He's got this little comb over, but he's an awesome dude, awesome player, and it's really fun to watch him strain. Really, that's what the nose is about, and he strains.
You mentioned freshmen. What's stood out about them coming in? It seems like a pretty talented group.
Yeah.
Young. So what have you seen from them?
I mean, Parker Krim gets off the ball like crazy. Kingston, really good with his hands, and I mean, you look at all these guys and everything that Coach Thomas says, they're picking up. And you don't see that from a lot of freshmen. So I feel like the fact that these guys are able to pick something up that quick and use it to their physical abilities, it's awesome to see.
Obviously, you guys got showed on the field this fall, but what do you think this defense can bring to this point?
It can bring just a lot of aggression. Like, I feel like just getting after it other than sitting in your gap like we did last year. So I just think it's going to be a lot more attack, really. That's the word I would use.
DD, how have you seen him kind of come along?
Yeah,
third-year guy.
Yeah, I love DD. DD's like my brother. He's been here for a long time, and seeing him progress, it's really fun to watch.
What's Jordan's impact been? Different than J-Mo?
It's. I mean, all D-line coaches are kind of the same, but they have their different twists and versions and vocabulary. So it's pretty much the same. But Coach Thomas is a great dude, and I'm happy to have him here.
Appreciate it. Yeah. Quickly, it felt like when we had viewing sessions last week, it wasn't like you guys were ripping through reps, rep after rep after rep. It felt like a classroom on the field. Do you get that sense from JT and a lot of these newer defensive coaches that there's a lot of talking after a rep?
Yeah, it's awesome. Like, he's a great teacher. He's played this defense. He's coached this defense. So the fact that he's able to slow everything down for us, like pre-practice, so then we can go full speed during practice, it's awesome to be a part of.
I don't know if Jeremy asked you this, but like J-Mo was pretty meticulous in meetings. Do you feel like JT is kind of the same?
It's the same kind of meeting.
Right.
Like, it's very at you. You're always involved. He's always calling on a random person to see if they know what they're talking about. So it's very similar, and it's fun to be a part of. Yep.
With this defensive line group, we got a lot of new guys that kind of came from all over, a lot of different backgrounds, experiences. How's that all come together with this group?
It's awesome. We had all summer. Well, most of us got together in the spring, and then we got some newer parts in the summer. But during summer, we really we gelled. We kind of just did a bunch of fellowship together, and now that we're in camp, it gives us another opportunity. Like we went out to dinner last night on our off day. Like we're just trying to get as close as possible for season, so it's just that easier to play together with.
I guess I mean, guys with like, some of them have a lot of reps, just not here. Like, how have you seen that kind of play out? Where they've got experience, but they're also learning maybe what Illinois football, Big Ten football is about.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these guys are veterans, like Woody, Prater. Like they've come from other places, they've been taught other things, so they're able to implement that into their game. And I'm kind of the same way because I've had Coach JMO and now I've Coach Thomas. So you kind of just take everything that you've been taught and you implement it into the game.
I guess, how have you stacked maybe what JMO taught you with what Coach Thomas is teaching?
They're pretty similar. Like it's really all about eyes, hands, feet, and finish. At the end of the day, that's what D-line is, and that's what they preach, and that's really what you got to go out there and do.
I've heard from several people that like Will Holmes could be a problem this year. What stands out about him?
He's just extremely versatile. He's a fast, physical dude, and it's awesome to watch him play.